compared to other people. When I hear even certain statements around those artists, I go like, yes, they caused it. Because nobody can tell me that. Because the reason why nobody can tell me certain things they tell other artists is that people know I can do it alone and I can do it myself. Babongo, if I say I want to do this show, I could choose not to come and talk to Firestick. I could choose not to come to talk to anybody. Like the way I drop my songs on YouTube, I know how much I make from YouTube. So when I'm dropping a song, I don't even think of going to a radio station. Because these are the places where they didn't want to hear me talk about the problems. So they've tagged me and brainwashed a whole lot of people about the brand. And I'm going like, cool. If you guys want to brainwash me and tell people my show, Pickpocket come there, Shattawale, be this thing, then I'll take myself out and show you what I can do. And I've been able to do everything successfully, not with the music industry, but with the people. And you are the people. Because Bongo, somebody would like to go and sit on TV and talk to a certain Mr. So and so because he feels that person is big. I'm also seeing Bongo ideas like, fuck, I love this nigga, man. I want to be around. I want to be having conversation. I want people that can challenge my brain. Because I am an app developer. Like, I've created a whole app that has created employment in the country. So why don't I want people to brainstorm, with me? So I like this question you've asked. I am not begging anybody to come and join the Shatter brand to go and do this. I am still seeing this as my core job from God, to repair that problem. Because I don't know when our kids, me and you, Fantastic, maybe our kids will go and maybe they will come and say they want to do music. We will stop them and fight them because we are shy of the truth or how we have to explain it to them. But I don't want it to get to that point where my kids are going to grow and then there is no solid foundation for them if in case they choose to go this road. So I think this is an answer to whatever you are talking to me about. Like it's brilliant.
I have a follow-up.
Okay.
I have a follow-up. In the industry, I understand that, you don't want to do it on your own anymore. You want to bring people on board. You want everybody to eat, right? And in a way, you are trying to tell me that the Shattawale of 2017, 2018, 2019 is no longer that Shattawale because the way you even think right now is different from the way you used to think in 2018, 2019, 2020, right? Now you feel like you've gotten to the level where you can't do it alone. You need others to come on board for you to do it, right? So I understand now.
But like rephrase the statement again. Not that the Shattawale of 2017 cannot do it alone, so we need the help of others, or I need people to come on board.
All right. So what are you saying?
So what I said earlier on, I like the way you said the Shattawale of 2017 is not like Shattawale of 2024, just because we don't want to understand the adage that says, we grow like, Rome wasn't built in a day. Little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. I get what I'm saying. So now, if I'm an ocean and I feel like, no, I need to teach these people how to build an ocean. That is what I'm doing. That is what I'm saying. I'm not calling on people to come and help me gather these numbers. Because I know my numbers on social media. I know my numbers in every territory in the world. You understand me? So what I'm just trying to say is that the unity that we don't have in the industry is what I am trying to portray so that me and you won't suffer the consequences tomorrow. Because yes, now look at what the Gen Zs are doing. People are going to come up and they will tell their daddy, daddy, I want to do music. America, they started shooting already. We don't know when our kids will turn into a Tupac and a Biggie kind of artist come in the near future, because things are coming up. Like one day Ghana will develop before you realize you see flying cars, like things are happening. You understand me? And those times maybe me and you won't be here. 100 years time, we won't be here. So we just have to try and repair certain things. Like what you're also doing, you're trying to repair something, but people are not understanding. People are not getting you. But when people understand what truth is and how bitter it is, like the way you are asking me this question and I'm answering you, that is where people understand that in life, you don't say, oh, okay, I want to do it alone and I can do it alone. You only have to do it alone to set an example, to let the people know that this is the route, this is the blueprint. Come and let's follow. So that is All I can say for that.
All right.
Mm.
I have a last question. My last
Okay.
question is: when it comes to Ghana, I appreciate the way you've answered the questions.
Mm.
And my last question: when it comes to Ghana, we have, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think we have the four biggest artists in Ghana are Shattawale, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, and Samini, right? And probably you add Black Sherif because of what he has done in the past 2 to 3 years, right? Now, in my estimation, I don't think there's anybody in Ghana here who wants to sell Ghana music to the world or wants to host any kind of worldwide music to project Ghana music who will bypass any of these four people or these five people. Now, in your mention of the people that you want to collaborate with to do this, you mentioned Kojo Black and VIP and certain people. I didn't hear Sarko. I didn't hear Stonebwoy. I also didn't hear Samini or Black Sherif. Now, I also believe that if you don't have any of these people on board, you can't really do this and have a successful show. What do you have to say about it?
Okay, it's good. You know, when I started talking, when I talk, sometimes both to take time. I said we are talking to some top dogs in the industry, and I mentioned VIP. You understand me? So we've not even unveiled like the other people we are talking to. So I mean, like this, I communicate to him every time. You understand me? The Beam Nation people, the SAC Nation people, we have a relationship. I get what I'm saying. We are all businessmen here. You understand me? Nobody is trying to like paint a picture like we want to sell Ghana music to the world. Ghana music is not my own. I can choose to do this thing alone. I get what I'm saying. But I'm trying to let people understand that the fight they fought, one man, they couldn't conquer because that one man showed them that way. I believe now. Me, I don't want to. So now when those days when I'm talking and I tell people, oh, I get money, or shut up there, they brag, how much money you get and those things. I like it because it's only myopic people that think that way. But if we can watch what Shattawale is doing now, and now I've been able to couch like certain routes, like I've been able to map out certain things to get certain recognitions. People should sit down as if only if they are business minded and go like, hey, guy, no, your Ghana, Beyonce Abe feature, no, we did Ghana, he invites Kato. How is he doing this? And he's living the life of a celebrity. You see me, it's my dream. Like, it's something I said from home. My dad knows that they want to buy cars, mansion, big houses. It's something, but see, when you are saying it to people, people see like, what? And Ghanaians, that's how we are. Like, we don't want to accept that this is it. So me trying to talk about this whole project, it's not that I'm trying to avoid any artist from this, but it's the mindset of what I'm saying. It's like government to say there is this flu that has come, it's COVID-19. Because you are pissed with the system, you buy face mask. But you understand me? So what I'm trying to paint here is that I'm trying to spread the message through a particular means. I've done a podcast to it that I'm going to put on my platform, but I've told Fastic that I've studied the music industry and I'm seeing that we don't have intelligent people asking intelligent questions. And this is the kind of platform that at least we can build ourselves and let people come and join. The questions you're asking me are brilliant questions, but ask yourself, Bungo, do you hear people asking the same kind of questions on radio? No. Because they painted a certain picture about how radio should be to us. And somebody, sometimes when people say, Bungo ideas to be small boy, I go like, do you grow where you don't get sense? Because what the boy they talk factual, like, and you just have to accept it, bro. Like, it's life. I get what I'm saying. That is why sometimes I don't get pissed with certain things you do. So this is the time that people have to get the awareness of what Shattawale is trying to do. But we don't need anybody to push the Shatta brand. But ask yourself, are we united like the way we are seeing other countries? That is why we are not united. So we are seeing Nigerians as competition. Nigerians don't see us as competition. They come to Ghana and come and stay in our country, live here, chop life, and they go back. But ask yourself that, can we go and do the same thing there? No, I just go to Nigeria every time. And it's like, we need help. Like, and the Nigerians are saying that, no, don't see me like I'm a too big a star for you. Like, we are brothers. So what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to send a message across. So if you're a fan of any camp anywhere, you can also be discussing that. That no, what Shattawale is trying to talk about is us uniting and build this. As a Kwaba UK, he's talking to, he says he's talking to Sarko's team, and that's beautiful. I get what I'm saying. As a SAC, we have our issues, but you see, if it's time for us to go and play Ghana football, I don't think the DIU will say he's having a grudge with his brother Jordan, so he won't go and play. It's Ghana, and that's why this thing I'm going to do. It's not that I'm going to do a concert for myself. I don't need this concert to prove to people that I can perform abroad or anything. Me, I don't even like traveling. But it's an opportunity that came, and I felt like, no, let me speak to the promoters and tell them that, no, this shouldn't be only me. Because if it's only me, I know how I can enter London. But I don't want to be like that artist that would always be saying, oh, we did it first. And we did. I'm not like. So basically, that's it.
All right, Shattawale, I appreciate you answering the question. I have just last question I'll drop. Um, if you want to do something like this, marketing is a very important aspect of what you do. We know Shattawale as a person is already a brand on your own. You know, you don't need to. Shatta, can you hear me?
We hear him.
Shattawale, can you hear me?
No, he left. He like internet to the play up. He left. He will come back. Bongo.
Yeah, I did.
But you know, say even the big artists, them whether they do tours and things, whether they headline, they still they put other artists on board though. You know that.
Oh yeah, for real. I mean, I don't dispute that, right? You know.
But it looks like you're pressing him to make you feel like in pen go fit do am like.
I mean, I was saying it based on what he has said in the past, like 2017, 2018. He said a lot of stuff about doing a lot of things on his phone, right? You know, awards claims day where you boycott sick of, you feel like you don't know they need those validation and things, right? You feel like if you do everything on your own, right? So I feel, you know, if you can, you said you can do stuff on your own, then why is it that now like you want collaboration with other people and all that, right? And he's trying to explain, yeah, it really makes sense. But I feel the Shattawale of 2017, 2018, is this still the same Shattawale or something has changed? And I feel like something has really, really changed.
Yeah, whatever it is, it looks like it's growth, you know? Or anything be growth.
Well,
because we're looking at the Nigerians, they are doing it better, and they all do that. They all put other artists on board. You understand? Burna Boy will put people on his show. All the Burna Boy alone go fit do but he still go put people. Actually, go put people. Like the video go put people. Which go put people. You know, but them go fit do on their own. You know, but they just they put people. You understand? So yeah, but yeah, I understand what you try to talk. But yeah, you know, it look like, you know, overpressing the come inside. But it'll be cool.
I understand, bro. Wait, I want to ask some last thing.
It'll come. You still not here. I try to put them back on. Yeah. Hold on.
But for someone like you feel like you be overpressing, it shocking me, right?
No. Because we see, listen, we seen what happened for with the Nigerians, how they do it. You know, we say we don't know how it's done. We see how it's done. Not even Nigerians internationally, we see. Recently, they see say 50 cent a day requesting top say it open for Bow Wow. It happens. You understand? So it no be anything strange like, bro. So hold on. Like, you want to make Impe come open the show, play out to finish. Impe.
From what we hear Shattawale say and the way they portray him body most of the time, I feel like Shattawale can do a one-man show and still kill it.
Okay.
I feel like he can still do it. because he believes in himself to the extent that, like they kind of believe in confidence he has in himself. I feel he can still do it on his own and still kill it. Unless it feels like, oh, where the brand rates, he's not sure of himself, he's not really sure of himself and all that. So yeah.
Right. Anyway, he's back. So ask your last question and then yeah.
My line
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, so I have a last question. My last question is this thing needs marketing, and I feel you yourself as a person, you're a brand on yourself, you're a marketing tool, you don't really need to invest so much into bloggers and maybe probably media outlets and all that. Now, so if somebody, if you have like maybe 100 Londoners or London residents on this page right now, and you probably want to market the show to them, how are you going to do it?
Okay, that's a good question. But today what we are discussing about is we moving the venue from wherever they wanted to book to OVO, So for me to market the show to somebody who is listening to us right now wouldn't be the right time for us to start, pushing the show. The talkabilities, the discussions around it, and, the informations leading to this whole concept is what is important now that we have to let people know. So when it gets to where we have to, try and move it to people in London, we move it to them because this is a place like a household for Shattawale, because London is not just about, the fans that I have there alone, because I grew up in London. So I have, anytime I'm on a show, I have like the communities, that support the shows that I do too as well. So it's not about us, pushing it to only the people that are my fans in London, but we know new faces who would love to come and, witness the Shatta concert and stuff like that. So it's the timing when, it's right and the team has planned for everything. That is where we can roll out and, we start discussing about, we marketing it properly to the people out there. But for now, is the information we want to give out, about the venue.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, Yoku.
Uncle,
Very cool.
nicely. Pa 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 pa. I get two questions. First one, with this current program, it be one time thing or it could be like annual thing or reoccur from time to time.
Like from what me and Bongo they talk, if you listen well,
right,
you know that Shattawale is not about me doing this for me. You understand me?
Right.
Maybe the next time there can be a concert, through me, that we can have another bigger venue for maybe an emerging artist. I guess what I'm saying.
Right.
So what basically I'm trying to talk about is we creating that gateway, so that artists can, pass through like that, and everybody will also go and support. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's going to be like an opening, let me say something eye-opening for, the whole Ghana music industry, and the country as a whole. So that, the next time that we have maybe a Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, we can promise something. Yeah, we can also have it at maybe a 20,000 capacity, 30,000 capacity.
Awesome.
Yes, yeah.
Before my second question, my Nigerian brother be enter my room right now. I ask him simple question. Wait to answer. You say, how many Ghana artists you know for here?
My number one in Ghana, Shattawale, Black Sherry, and that's it.
Leading to my next question. In my opinion, I feel say most of the Ghanaian artists, you aim the landing there too much. You ever consider Canada here, for example? Because here, for example, say, then Dominicans did here, the island people did, the Caribbeans did here, we the dancehall and soca they go on.
Wow, dancehall is big in Canada for real.
It be very big for
long time. Canada,
so you consider say maybe the next show or even aside this one, they will pass through Canada do something because my brother for here they like music, they jam. Wow. Last time say we got artists they say no two pair. you then Black Sheriff. That be your. So my humble opinion be say try factor Canada in your future plans or current plans as well, then see how this thing to go for you go.
You see, what we are about to do with this phase of project is, a self, financed, something. I hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm an independent artist, so imagine if I want to like put money into certain areas, so Canada like this, I did get the promoters for that, but in they talk, me and Fast Sticks have they talk a while ago, and I tell them say you see sometimes the kind of money the respect they come from Africa, be sure they come from the outside there.
For sure.
Like to pay an artist to come and perform. I mean, when somebody call me where they call like 30,000, 50,000, so I see the person like, oh, but 50,000, if I did do party for you, I take $50,000, 10 minutes. You understand me? Sure. So if I come Canada way, maybe, and sometimes the money they determine how cheap the show be. You understand me?
See, they go bring last time, for example, they do Afro Fest. No artist step inside. It just be DJs where then they play back to back. But then they take the Ghana songs enter. To be, and I know we say they here and they talk so. It be your songs people they feel relate to, because you see get that dancehall feel. Then they feel Stoneboy songs as well. But the rest of the Ghana artists, everybody just did there. It be like they kill them a vibe. Then they go switch back to either dancehall or something else, make it kick the place again. So I would be grateful if you focus on this side too, the North America here, make you see what that be
it just be cool. It just be cool for that too.
Hey, it be cool though. Hi. Well, it be cool, keke.
That's why me say this show self as they ask them the weather and things for them before Charlie, because I know
it be friendly, it be like some cool 60.
I might be sure you put the top. But no, but if you show you put it on, you probably be liars. You probably go to summer. Right? Or you be
Fantastic,
say, Mama, you see you people, you be hard guys. Like you take the weather like that. But me, I know the fit, bad man. Hey, so if it cold like that, I know they see my dick, Charlie.
Some are not they cool. Some are not they cool. They also like this, like.
Well, they say someone not they cool. Man, I just want to say someone not they cool.
Mama, like I will take you a leg back.
Uncle, you spotted.
Bless up.
Thank you. Bless up.
Nana Benyi. Spotted.
Yeah, Uncle. Uncle, big up yourself.
Bless up.
One down. I agree with you.
Bless up.
Yeah, one down. I want to ask you one question, but it will move to a follow-up. So, do you think you are being loved by other industry players from other countries? Like, if you access...
Okay, continue, please.
Yeah, I think if you access, like, let's say, from the reaction you get in your DMs and all that, do you believe you are being loved by other industry players, being it maybe the media or the musician itself and all that, for other countries? Do you believe so?
Oh, yes, for real. Like, I can give you more examples. Like, from Liberia to Sierra Leone, Gabon, Tanzania, come to Nigeria, then go to Jamaica. Like, like, I have, like, the friendliness from the media be strong for me. Even in America, I have, like, people who are still, going to meetings and, my name pops up and they find me to be an interesting person. You get me? So I believe that one, I have it. It's just that Ghana, I don't know, it's just my truth be too hot. I be like, fast take, for Ghana here,
Okay, so to follow up the question I asked, the aim is to put Ghana music or represent Ghana to the whole world and all that.
Thank you.
And you do for a while now on your own in terms of featuring. You don't get features played with other industry players from other countries. You do solo, your hits and all that. And at times when you travel, Jamaica for instance, you go Jamaica the Freedom Concert. You don't even spend like 5 days there. No, we don't see any like relation. I don't know. Maybe it's being built behind closed doors. But we as the fans and some of the people where they love this game, we don't see you linking up with Roadman, building that relationship with all. We don't see it. Is it like what's the trick or what's the whole plan behind when you go somewhere, you don't really spend time, do media, link up with some of the guys over there and all that. Like UK, for instance, you can't go UK. Recently, your best friend, Medica, you don't even step there till the time they can't reach. And you weren't spending much time in some of these places. What is the reason to some of these things? Is it that they give the access? I really want to understand. Why don't you spend much time in some of these countries, that we want to project ourselves to link up with people, the media, other players, and then we move to the next one, we conquer, we move to the next one. So that anything we want to do can be success. Because I believe some customer where they like your music probably will love you through maybe your media personality, how you were responding to questions and all that, you just go fall in love. Somebody will like you because maybe you link up with maybe Stormzy, J House, maybe Skepta, all those kind of things. So I don't ask why you don't really do that much.
That'd be a good question. One, I'm an independent stroke business artist. I guess what I'm saying. So be everything about my music where they put out there. Because when I do my music dealings, it's like Jay-Z entering in a room and nobody knows he's entered there. But he's executed what he wants to execute and he leaves there. I get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You if you sit down and ask yourself, how come me and Beyonce do song? You know who understand?
Yeah.
How me and Vibes Cartel even link up? You know who understand? Because when I talk to Vibes Cartel, I know the screenshot and can post them for social media till I talk to one for prison. When I talk to Beyonce, I know they record them and can show people proof say me and Beyonce they talk. Me and Beyonce talk for video call, FaceTime. But I know record come show Ghanaian say me and Beyonce talk for video call. You understand me? All these things is what I want to teach the industry that yes, the hype is good for the brand. But you see, for us to pose a certain picture to the fans, for them to feel something is going on, is the most like baddest thing that any artist can do. Because if you know the job that you are, moving around by, you wouldn't just be doing certain things because you see people do it. When you see a Kanye West move to Game to give him a scar or something, it be real. I get what I'm saying. Because these are like people that have made it through the music and they want to show it. That is why it's called showbiz. You understand me? The things you have to show to the people have to be real. If you watch American artists, what they have done is what Nigerian artists are doing now. They are showing the business. If you see Davido working around Chris Brown, there has been discussions in behind closed doors before we see the pictures and everything. That is why people got shocked when I recorded with Beyonce. People also are amazed that how come Vibes Cartel is calling Shattawale an international artist. You won't get this because we have been coached or trained to see that no, when you go to Jamaica, you forgo this platform, How many times you see say maybe Chris Brown, he can't perform for Ghana. As he finish, he fly the wait for him for airport, he go back. You understand me? I have learned a lot about music business, and if you are a labeled artist, there are certain things that the label would want you to do, and there are certain things that the label wouldn't want you to do. I have read about how an artist should be so that your brand can always look good and polished in the eyes of people. That is why I love my Shatter Movement fans so much, because they see that whatever I am showing them is the realest of things. I am not struggling. I've spoken to Stormzy several times on phone, but I can't record it or I can't come and tweet and say, Charlie, shout me and Stormzy. No, it's not done. You understand me? These are like artists that have been taught how the job is. Here, nobody has taught any of our artists how the job is. So any artist speaks anyhow, and that's how come I started speaking anyhow, because I felt that they didn't know what they were doing. So everybody's just saying anything they want to say. So sometimes that's why I move like hard into the industry for them to think that this guy, why is he okay? No, I'm not okay. Because you people, you're not okay because you've not studied what this job entails. So this is a good question that you've asked me. That it's not that I don't want to be, moving out there and just doing anything for showbiz sake.